This is an extension of what I was talking about for free, and I'm going to give you the uncut version. I deliberately held this, and by deliberately I meant that I checked my notes and remembered that I didn't mention it. So you are going to get the unlimited access to it because I think it is the most important part of it, which is when you are in a social situation, what is the point of the interaction? Women understand this very well. Men don't understand this at all. They do understand the point of communication when it's about directing into a goal and moving to a goal. That is what a lot of men naturally perceive conversation as being. But when you're talking to women, when you're talking about unwinding, just understand that this is the overall goal. You are trying to raise the emotions of the group. Write it down. You are trying to raise the emotions of the group. That is the point of talking. You are not there to fill air. And just think about how different that is the next time you are interacting in the office. The next time you're interacting in the office, instead of thinking about, I'm really scared. What's the person going to say? I'm going to say something when they say something. Just think about it as you are trying to raise that person's emotional state. Think about it. I don't know why I just went up like, oh, Mr. Sheffield. But I did. I can't do anything about it now. It's in the past. That's what you're trying to do. Doesn't that put all the pressure off the situation? And it makes the situation better. And you will be in high demand if you remember that. Because people naturally, as we've talked about before, naturally gravitate towards the emotional states that they want to be in. And what emotional state do they want to be in? A raised, elevated state. So if they understand that if they talk to you, they're going to come out of it feeling better about themselves. What are they going to do? They're going to want to talk to you more. And if they feel like they are not going to get that, they won't talk to you anymore. It's a one-to-one relationship. If you feel worse talking to someone after you finish speaking to them, that person has low self-esteem. If you feel better talking to someone after, that person has high self-esteem. They are able to fill up your cup, as I'm always saying. They're able to fill up your cup. And that's what you should be focusing on. Instead of focusing on just keeping it going for no reason. If you are a confident, high self-esteem person, and this is the most important part of all of this, if you are there specifically to try and raise their emotions, it won't matter if they're silent. It won't matter if they're silent for 20 minutes. You know those people that you feel really comfortable around, regardless of whether or not they're speaking? That's why. You know who I always feel really comfortable around? People from Bhutan. Well, I've met like 5 of them in my life. And every single time I have felt extremely comfortable in their presence if no one's saying anything. And it is because the only reason that they are saying something is to raise people's emotional states. They have just had that drilled into them from their Buddhist background. And you can do the same thing. Isn't that incredible? If you know that, keys unlocked in life. Here's the other thing that's amazing about it. It's like what my friend who's just raised up in her field so much. Like she's really, head of it. And I said to her, how did you get into that position? I never even thought about it before. It's just that she, whenever she's around management, doesn't ever give off that she has any problems in her life. Is there to solve the problems of management. And that is the whole point of life, right? Like you get ahead in life if you solve problems. If you cause problems, you go back in life. So I want you to think about it like that from now on. You are there just to raise people's emotional states. That's it. Take all the pressure off yourself. That's all you're aiming to do. You are aiming to make people feel happy if they listen to you. Done. God, that makes you feel good. It makes me feel good even thinking about it. Just reminding myself of that now, because I forget about it. And this is something that I've noticed a lot, say, when I'm doing podcasts. When I do podcasts and my intention is that, the podcast is so easy to listen to. When I do podcasts and I think, no, I really need to make this point, or, is this interesting enough? Like those kind of points, the podcast is terrible. The way that you get ahead is by making it so that everybody else around you feels good. That is a skill. And it is a skill that everybody should learn. It can be of no little benefit. Like what I was saying in the previous one, if you feel happy in the situation that you are in, you are going to perform better in that situation. Now, the reason that you will get into those leadership positions is because you can make those people feel good about themselves. And if you can make people feel good about themselves, they will want to do things for you. And that's the only reason that you should be doing it. But, obviously, that's the whole point, is that people will gravitate towards that feeling, and to get more of that feeling, they will want to please you more. So go ahead with it. Go ahead with that. That's how you get leadership in life. That's how you move forward. I'm so glad that you subscribe to this, because of the money, obviously, but also because I have just given you the most important shortcut to life I think there is. As I've always said on this channel before, 80% of your problems in life are going to be from other people and interacting with them. Most of your problems in life are interaction. Your goal in every single conversation that you ever have, and remember what I said before, if you go into an interaction and you have a goal of what you want that interaction to look like afterwards, it always looks like that more. So my goal, every time that I go up and do stand-up in front of everyone, my goal is to make all of them just feel like they enjoy themselves. They had like a good time. I want that to be the overall emotion. I want them to walk out of it feeling happy. And also to learn something. I think that that's something else. But that's more, if you learn something from someone, you respect them. But if you feel something from someone else, you will remember that and you will want to return the favor. That creates friendships. This creates distance. Isn't it so powerful if you can merge the two? So, I want you to think about that. That is your reason for talking to people from now on. Raising their state. Making them feel good about themselves. That's it. That's all you want to be doing in those situations. You don't want to be tearing people down. You don't want to be sitting there being scared of the other person. I want you to just think about raising their state. Making them feel good about themselves. That's it. That's it. Not filling airtime, just making everybody feel happier leaving the situation. And you'll feel happier as well. And in the end, this is so corny, but isn't that all you want? Isn't that all you want though? If you want anything else, you're not going to find anything else that you desire more. I'm telling you right now, I love doing these. I think this is my favorite part of the week now. Just unwinding and thinking about these things and crystallizing them in my own mind and sharing them with you, because I know that that is the exchange, really, at the end of the day, and that's what's really happening here. I'm raising your state. You feel better after watching these. Otherwise, you wouldn't be investing in them, yeah? But at the same time, I feel good as well. It is a win-win situation. That is truly what you're looking for in life. Win-wins everywhere. Win-wins. Anyway, I'll see you around.